What is up, YouTube? LazeeLlama here, and here we are back with some Adventure Communist. As you can see, it's been about 24 hours later, which is normal for us. We've got these to collect, and down here we can collect all of these, which is awesome. So we're making a lot of progress these past couple days. It's been pretty awesome. We're going to pick this up, actually, which should bring that up quite a bit. Still nothing compared to this, but I like grabbing the clicks whenever we can, especially because we have an excess of all these resources here. Even this we're not really limited on right now. I'm going to set this over to max real quick. We can buy a ton of divisions, which I think is what we want to do. Although, 3 hospitals, 24 hours, that's awesome. That's awesome that we can produce that much. So something that I want to kind of do as well is I want to spend all my comrades in here to buy as many of these as possible, but we're going to buy these first. Oh, that's medicine that was holding that back. That dropped that down a ton. Okay, alright. I really don't want to spend medicine. And I don't need more weapons right now. Weapons is not a restriction. I do want to do more resets to this because these are pretty low. So we probably will reset weapons soon. Actually, we got a couple things in here to collect, I guess. Alright. We're going to do this, which is going to... I'm just going to try to get us back on track here with like clinics and stuff. So now these are all at none and we have none of this, which is good. That's what I wanted. I wanted so when we do the next boost that we can just straight up go through it all. We're not going to do a boost this half, but we'll do one next half. Probably only going to do one this episode, but that's alright. I do think I want to buy the 5,000 of these just to buy. Get this up so we're producing more of everything. For now, I guess we really don't need, like I said, the weapons, but more divisions is good. More divisions is actually really good. We still do have a ton of comrades, but I am going to just go drop them simply in some other tree real quick. I could put them in nurses. And actually, you know what? I might do that. We're going to kind of spend them like this. It's probably the best way to evenly distribute them. Kind of the same strat that we would do. There's actually not really that many left. We're just going to drop them all in the nurses here. Not a big deal. We got it down from the 10 exponent to 7, so that's fairly small. So that's awesome. But we're making a lot of comrades. I mean, we have a ton of hospitals. We do want to do a reset on the hospitals too. I just don't know when. Again, I explained my strategy that I'm going to do, and I'm going to need to save up scientists for it. So it won't be for a couple episodes because I do plan on doing the boost. I want to get to where I can stay above like 200 hospitals and not go under. I should probably look up and see if I can find out info. Unless, again, any of you guys know, the last episode wasn't posted when I'm recording this yet, when I asked the question, but how many this goes down by. So if anyone gets back on that, or up by, I mean, like it'll go from 2 to what. But I might be able to find that online, but it goes up by 4 every time, so it is going to be good to reset at least, I mean, even like once, I mean, it would be worth it. I mean, that's 4 extra every 6 hours. But I want to get, obviously, like 3 or 4, or I said 4 or 5 times. I should probably do it bare minimal. But that's not a big deal. Anyways, let's grab all the scientists real quick instead of talking. But we definitely want to do some resets. We'll have to... Again, medicine tree is probably the next tree. That and weapons I'll probably reset around the same time. And then we'll end up doing these 3 together at another time. But I gotta put some surges into them. Once I fix this medicine issue, like we're just gonna be off the charts, producing thousands and thousands of hospitals. And once we can do that, I mean, we'll be able to get our medicine production up. That won't even be the chokehold anymore. And I'm curious what is going to be the chokehold after that, if anything. Like, once we fix the honestly, the issue is the comrades. Like, when we fix out the comrade issue, because the more comrades means more medicine. So once we get this up more, we can get this up more. And once this is up more, what's going to hold us back from like constantly, like, it's just going to be a matter of waiting a couple hours to come on and make progression. Again, I wish I could record more, or even play more, but record more at the 6-hour marks to collect these more often, because we do get quite a bit from these. I mean, if you think you can add that up on your own, I'm not going to do it. Right there, there's 30 plus 30, that's 60 plus 18 plus 4, so that's 22 plus 60. That's you know, over 80 scientists per 6 hours if we could get on. I just can't get on. I mean, I know there's some of you guys that are over 200 last time you guys updated me. Now you guys are probably even higher. Like, it's crazy. Scientists aren't going to be an issue. You're going to be able to get on every 6 hours and get 1,000 scientists. And then you get the 10,000 upgrade a couple times. I think it's state. Yeah, you get this a couple times, and GG, like, the game's over. At that point, you would just, get more and more. I would love to get to the point where I'm making, like, I can come on and get, like, 10,000 scientists. No problem. That'd be sick. Imagine that. But they just get on and get 10,000 scientists or something like that. Obviously, I want to get all the unlocks and medals. That's really the goal of the series. And I don't even know if it's, like, theoretically possible to get 10,000 scientists in 6 hours just from these. I mean, it's got to be possible. Just how, like long would that possibly take? That would just be insane. Imagine coming out even 2,000. Put even a simpler goal, like not necessarily to get this, but just like 2,000. That's a lot. Imagine getting on and getting 2,000 scientists. It's ridiculous. But I definitely want to get all these eventually. I'm more focused on getting this situated. Once I can get scientists easily, then we can get all these. I just want to get them just to have them. Like, they're not the greatest, and they don't do as much, and I definitely bought them more than I needed to. Realistically, getting these would be useful. All these bottom ones. Yeah, I'm not saying they're not useful, but and then all the top ones. Get all the top ones and all the bottom ones there, and you'd be set. And that's all you'd need, especially the hospital one. That's the biggest one. That and probably the clinics, just because that is like the end medicine. That's like the last one here. But anyways, we're going over the time I should be going, so I'll catch you guys in the next half. Alrighty, guys, so we're back here, just about 24 hours later, a little longer than I'd like, but let's hop in here and collect all of these. We're gonna do one on the boost today, just one. Even if I have enough for two, we're only gonna do one. So let's spend up what we got. Let's actually just spend them all on nurses. Drop them all in there. That's fine with me. We'll pretty much even it out after. So something that might be worth doing as well is in here. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I thought there was a... Yeah, right here. This surge. Using this surge instead of this surge might be beneficial. If you're making enough, I would suggest probably doing it. Like, you gotta think, this is 24 hours for 150. This is a week's worth for 750. You're gonna save a bit of scientists if you got the extra to spend. Mainly throwing that out there. It was suggested by a couple guys. Actually, I think 2 people mentioned it. But like, for example, Tofter, man, might be worth giving a go, man. Just doing the boost and then doing this. It'll save you some in the long run of just it being cheaper. Secondly, you won't have to buy, you know, this multiple times, you know, all these stuff multiple times. So that's something to think about. I don't make enough to be able to do something like that. Let's grab that upgrade. Do we have any more of those? No. We do have a lot of medicine, which is nice. I can grab 3 hospitals. Cool. I do have to try and reset this soon. But again, I want to get above 200 and keep above 200 if possible. Kind of my goal, so we gotta get a bit more than we have. I'd like to save up a couple. Maybe we'll start doing it actually after this. Maybe we won't get above 200. Maybe we just won't drop below. See, I don't know what it's gonna go down by, so I don't really wanna say anything yet. I think we just keep going with what we're doing. Here we have, of course, we always get one of these. I just don't want to load. It takes them a minute. I don't know what it is, and then it takes a minute to be able to click off of it as well, which is kind of weird. Gotta be getting close to almost all of these, right? Oh, no, nowhere close. I don't know why I thought I did so many. Here we go. Now we're getting them. Seem to be taking a lot longer to come through. Maybe that's what's doing it. Like this, that's a long time for as many as we have left. Just trying to think of like the best way to. I mean, obviously what we're doing is working. It's just I want to do it faster. We need more scientists. I don't know if I should focus on resetting this tree. Maybe spend a good bit in here and then buy a bunch of these. I'd like to be able to buy a couple, not just the one. I mean, I don't want to go too low on them either. Although, I really don't need weapons. I'm not having any issues with weapons, so. As long as I don't drop this too low, we'd be fine. How many weapons does it actually use? Not much at all. We click for so much now in weapons, so. it'd be cool to actually get this click upgrade before I... Do we have everything? We do. It'd be cool to get that click upgrade before I reset it, but we're still realistically, really far away. Not all that crazy, but it is kind of far. Could always pick up the experiment when I do this for production for that too, whether I do the clicks or the straight up production here. Or sorry, this one. It'd be 15 extra though. It's not worth it that much to me, I don't think. Because I don't really actually need the weapons. It'd be more just to get that upgrade. So I don't want to spend all the medicine on that, but let's just get to one of these surges. So again, for anyone who has not seen it yet, we buy the Comrade Blast, we buy the Medicine Blast, we buy the Medical Inspiration, and then we hop over real quick and grab the 150 Mega Surge. And that's why we call it a Surge. But you can get the Ultra Surge, like I said, and you could always try that. I wouldn't recommend doing it for this one. That does not seem worth it at all. But hey, to each his own. May work for some of you guys. That is the Comrade, right? Yeah. You just gotta kind of go fast. I mean, you have technically 20 seconds to get it done, but Medical Inspiration and this. See, our medics can jump up tons. We can actually click a bunch. That even just 24-hour, the 20-hour time went up a bunch. We can buy another 100 hospitals. Holy crap! While we got this going, I might as well click with it. All right, that's done. I don't know why I'm going in there specifically. Just claim all. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be medicine. That's getting there. It's just we're not still making enough of these, which sucks. Get 100 hospitals. Holy crap, dude. Alright, so what we do to spend these efficiently is we buy the 4 nurses, which we have a little bit to start here, which shouldn't really make a difference, but buy 4 nurses on 50%. Go to 100% here. Buy this, buy this, buy this. A lot of clinics. Holy crap, do we have a lot of clinics. And then we do the same thing again, and we're just trying to lower that number. And again, I could have bought like 10% in each of these, which is what I've been doing. This time I'm really just trying to get the nurses done, because I want to do like that reset that I was saying. But if we buy, once again, 50, 50, 50, 50, 100, 100, 100. And see, now it's down to a very manageable number, or if I just drop all that in there, it's not a big deal. It's not much at all. I mean, you can see like here, it's adding like nothing. It's very, very minuscule. At this point, drop all of my nurses. There's another 100 nurses. We can grab this, which is probably all medical. So it's actually just one medical thing. But that did get us to 11,000 there. Again, still haven't done the math here. If you're curious, you could always do the math to see what I'm getting there, which it's a lot. And then these last little bit we got, we might as well just drop in the nurses. It doesn't really matter. Again, it's not all that much. I mean, it's a lot, but it's not all that much. Really, we just want clinics. Like, we have plenty of clinics to make the hospitals. It's just we need more clinics to make more medicine. If I can get it to the point where this is like, it needs to be way higher. That's the issue. And I do have all the clinic upgrades in here, which stinks because you'd think I could be getting a little more, but I'm not. So it's rough. It's rough. We can't even do another boost, but I don't know what I should do. Obviously, this is like the only thing I can do is just keep doing this. And I don't know if I should just focus on this one day. Why don't you spend all our medicine on there, whatever. Get a bunch of those. Actually, that gives us more commerce per second. Cool. But resetting this tree is going to be coming soon. I don't think we'd be able to reset these all that much. I really wish this number was the same as this number, because it's hard for me. I'd have to, like, again, do the math to figure out what exactly that is. I mean, it'd be 1, and then how many decimals would it be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so that's basically 1 to the 1.4 to the 7th power. So that's not that bad out of here. I could definitely manage that. I mean, this is the 8th power, so that'd only be 14 of these basically. So that's not that big of a deal. That's kind of how you figure that out if you're curious. That's just how many zeros follow, like how many decimal places follow after like this. So these two count as part of it. So it's like this plus like 6 more zeros basically. But that's that explained in brief. This video is going a bit long, so we're gonna wrap this up here. Hope you guys did enjoy. If so, please smash that like button, and as always, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.